Well, it was looking like a quiet day, and here it's a gray day. I was contemplating an afternoon nap, and we got news. I think it's big news. I think it's good news. Not everybody is likely to agree, but I will lead with the biggest part, along with getting to some transfer news. But first, I'm going to say this is WVU football going deep for fans who like to think as well as cheer. And I am Forrest Poston, and for the moment, I am cheering. Please subscribe. Thanks to you guys for getting me over that 500 subscriber limit. That does allow me to have a little thanks button down there below the video if you would like to support the channel. Subscribe, share, make comments, click the thumbs up button, click the notification bell, tell your friends, and here we go. Well, change of plans. Chad Scott looks to be the running backs coach for West Virginia University in 2025. Not offensive coordinator. Still not clear who that will be. But we have the native son and the favorite son returning. So Blaine Stewart, that we knew, or we believe will be back. And now Chad Scott. This was, I think, news broken, and this is not official. This is close to official, is my understanding. Mike Kazaza, 24/7 Sports, broke the news not too long ago. So I like that. I like that a lot. And I think it will make a difference in keeping a very good stable of running backs. The ones who fit with the Rodriguez system best. And I've said before, Donaldson doesn't fit the system as a guy who would get a lot of carries. He would have gotten some playing time. I think, might have used him much like he did Owen Schmidt. And I'll be honest, Rodriguez could use an Owen Schmidt type, a blocker who can run and catch. But Donaldson isn't and really shouldn't be a blocker who just gets used, for a few carries now and then. He is more than that. And more news on Donaldson coming up. Most of you probably already know it, but I'll give my input as well. But Chad Scott coming back, I think I'll be happy at least for the rest of the afternoon. Although if PayPal calls me again, that could change. Anyway, on the transfer side of things, we have added 2 transfers from Jacksonville State, both of whom originally from Martinsburg. So Rodriguez is continuing the West Virginia connection, which is no big surprise. I said before, he loves West Virginia. He is going to grab West Virginia players when he can. And again, bringing these guys in via Jacksonville State. We have Jared Bowie, wide receiver, who has 1 year left and seems to be peaking. He has not had tremendous stats as of yet, but had a big bowl game. And we've added tight end Jacob Barrick, again, from Jacksonville State, from Martinsburg. He has 2 years left to play 1 year. And again, how these guys will translate to Power 4 is always unknown. But I think the key here is bringing in enough guys who already know the Rodriguez system. It helps to have guys who can help the other players make the transition. Now, will these guys be particularly good for that? I don't know. But at this point, we have 2 coaches and 2 players who are familiar with Rodriguez and his system. That could make a difference. We still do not have a coordinator that's been announced. Maybe there are plans, don't know. I think Rodriguez did expect to have at least his defensive coordinator and the primary staff by Christmas. We have a few hours. And again, I wasn't expecting this announcement today. I thought it would be a quiet day, so we may get more before the day is over. Although, again, no official statement on Scott or even the other 2 coaches coming. I don't know that we have an official statement on Blaine Stewart as yet, so we'll see what happens. We have not had additional transfers out. Don't know that we will. Again, we have about another week for players from West Virginia to enter the portal, since it depends on when Brown was fired. They get 30 days from that date. How many more we'll see in the next couple of weeks? Again, really unclear. They have more visitors coming in the first part of January, and we'll see what happens from there. I expect a bunch of transfers out in the spring portal. When guys have seen, how things are going to be, some will like it, some won't. Some will not like it but decide to stay. Some will like it but figure they're not going to get enough playing time. Be a lot of reasons why guys leave. But we'll also see, a good number of transfers in after the spring portal. As far as the guys who are already in the portal, landing spots, of course, Trotter at Missouri, Crandall at Oregon State. Day Farmer has recommitted to UCF. That was the school he was committed to before switching to West Virginia, so no big surprise there. There's, I believe, they've had a coaching change, so how well he fits there will still be a question. But good luck to him. Now, the big one, the one that's getting talked about, C.J. Donaldson has committed to Ohio State. And now you've got fans that are just, he's not good enough for Ohio State, he's just going for the money. Now let him sit on the bench. Ohio State has a passel of good running backs. They always do. They seem to think well enough of Donaldson to bring him in anyway. So do I. Donaldson, he had injuries. Of course, we know the broken leg. Remember that in 2023, he played the entire friggin' season with a torn labrum, and I think some other issues. It was a difficult time, and it was a very tough thing to do. He had his moments this season. A lot of the offense couldn't quite get over the edge, and he was part of that. We saw him in the bowl game with Ohio State's line. Donaldson is going to get yards, and I do think he'll get carries, and I wish him tons of luck. Even though Ohio State and I are not on the best of terms, we didn't agree on some things when I was there in the graduate program many years ago. Anyway, that's where things stand at the moment, as far as I know. We will see if there is more news today, or maybe we will get a late Christmas present come Thursday. Thanks for listening. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the holiday season and the upcoming football season. Well, for that matter, you can go ahead and continue to enjoy the current season. We do have games left to watch, even if they aren't WVU games. So long, guys.